Hello and welcome to. I've definitely pressed the wrong screen. Hello and welcome to ERF1. It's Tuesday. It's been 2 weeks, and that's why I'm rusty. But we hope everyone's good. Welcome to the penultimate race of the season. We are in Qatar. I'm joining Mr. Roostin.
Hi all. I was hoping it'd be cancelled, but here we are.
It nearly did get cancelled. Literally, I had no internet. That's the reason why we postponed last week. Had no internet.
I did tell you to pay your bill.
It came back up at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and so hey, we're here. This is going to be thick and fast, I think, because obviously I think they've got to do their setups and stuff first. So I can quickly show you the standings from last time's race. It's 2 weeks ago's race in Vegas. Sees Aldebaran go back to the top of the championship. I think Antonio's up to third. I think that Flip went above Black Lab, so people are moving around. Therefore, we've got a sprint today, so you've got sprint points, you've got that 50% like race points, and then next week we've got double points for the season finale. So a lot of points to be made on this track. And
well, this is big for the likes of Black Lab, Flip, and Duke, because Twigs isn't racing this week. EAFC, what?
Yeah, so Twigs is,
and they can jump him.
So yeah, the Twigs is not here. So we've got 19 people tonight, thanks to Revival and Son of Rome who have jumped in. But we do have, obviously, because of a sprint tonight, it's one-shot quali, it's a sprint, it's another one-shot quali, and then it's a 50% race. So we're going to get into the first 50%. Oh my god, look, zoomed into his eyes.
That's the soul of somebody who's died inside.
Yeah, my internet only came back at 3 o'clock, so I do apologise if it ended up being a bit laggy or something, because it could be potentially be my internet, but that's, again, nothing I can do. Some stream is better than no stream, right?
As Aldebaran retires?
Aldebaran will be starting last.
Wow.
For the sprint.
Maybe that's he's punished himself for turning up late.
Late by a minute, that's it. You get
put on my ban.
Just get sent to the back. Oh no,
Twigs in another dodgy hotel room.
That's F1 Adam, isn't it?
I mean,
dodgy hotel rooms.
Yeah, F1 Adam loves his cook chair hotel
spin.
rooms, but if he's in a hotel room in Middlesbrough, then the chances are he's in a dodgy hotel room.
Once I get to the top, there's bin box in a wall.
In a wall? You can't park there, sir.
Can't park there, sir. Oh, so I thought my game had gone really crazy then. It was like I changed to Duke, and it was like, here, have a bit of track. You can't see him, but
yeah, no, just the guys have forgot how to drive as well.
As in, for Duke's got a good chance of finishing third in the standings with the amount of points on offer over the last 2 races. So it will be crazy to see as he does put it on pole. Messiah second, Antonio third, really good. Black Lab up in 5th, Bobinator 6th. Bobinator is in 6th.
Split was disqualified. What's going on? What's going on?
Track limits, if you're disqualified.
Yeah, I know, but Flip, of all people.
So he's not really good at track limits, but really good. Yeah, Bobinator will be the big winner out of that one. Qualifying in 6th, really good. Smash up in 10th as well, really good from Smash. So yeah, crazy quali. And again, I think Aldebaran won't want to see that again. Oh yeah, if you get disqualified, you actually go the further down. So Rolex Fit, did Aldebaran just not put a time in? Who knows?
But no, because he retired dead quickly.
Yeah,
so, yeah, maybe he just pinned it off straight away.
Maybe he's busy looking at that more Italian brain rot, so couldn't race.
Just to confirm, Bobinator does have a new monitor, so we don't know if there was a Cronus installed on the monitor.
That's how he ended up in 6th. The unfortunate thing is where we've flown from Las Vegas into the Middle East, we're probably going to have no rain for the last 2 races, Qatar and Abu Dhabi. So that's the one downside.
The bright side, though, with the races being cancelled the past few weeks, managed to stay in Vegas to watch Mania. So it was a bit of a rush to get here, but every cloud.
But did they let you through the border easily enough? Is it Doha?
Yeah, I was like, look.
Oh no, we're in Lusail, technically.
Yeah, I was like, look, I know there's drugs in the suitcase, but here, take a handful.
They're for the drivers. but not for me.
Yeah, I was like, have you seen McHarry? Like,
He needs them.
well, it's how he's performing on 2 games at once.
Right, let's get rid of. Oh, that's by clicking to the screen. Right, I want to get rid of this for the start. We do want to see tiles, which everyone mediums but flip. How you doing, G Superstar? Long time no see. Yeah, we're in the last 2 races of our season. So it's doing good. Doing good. It's been a hectic season. We started in October, and it's now April. But yeah, a couple of postponements recently, but we're doing good.
Yeah, this season is just like that. You know, that family member that has all the health ailments in the world but just won't die. That's the season.
We're just going to keep going forever.
Just keep reviving it.
I would have loved to have done a season where you keep up with the actual F1 season, and then when the game changes in May or June, you then change over and carry on the season, but you're in a different game.
That'd be quite cool. Yeah, that would be really... I guess you could technically do it, but then the game will be so buggy on launch.
And you'd have to have everybody buying it on launch.
They've dropped previous gen support, so it might not be as buggy.
Do you want to quickly get your over-under before the lights go?
Pardon?
Get your over-under quickly before the lights go.
Well, excuse me, it's uppy-downy.
Uppy-downy, sorry. It's because Bob and Egg with over-under.
So, unfortunately, Bobinator, you're going to be my downy. Unfortunately. And uppy... Let's go easy, Aldebaran. I think McHarry will be upset that I've not picked him for the downy. Because he loves a positive start to a race.
Does he? Right, so
no.
as we get ready for the sprint in Qatar, 10 laps, and away we go. Who will get the best start? I probably should have got another camera angle. I might have kept this on it. Crazy start as Messiah's
already taken the lead.
Yeah, he has. Antonio's still there. Lewis is doing really good to keep his position. Again as well. And Bobnet is still in 6th, looking good. With a changed man with a new monitor.
And a software upgrade.
We're not running it 5 frames per second to see the game now. Messiah needs to put the work in as the person we will look at is Aldebaran. Only the top 10 get points from the sprint, so 10 points for first, 1 point for 10th, and everything in between. So the person we want to watch is Aldebaran and see how many points he can make up, because he did have to take back the lead, and the Ferraris did take the constructors by 11 points. So the Kick boys all want to get some points. Oh, sorry, it's because I'm talking
no pressure
because of the baby. That's my fault. I'm trying not to shout because of the baby.
Oh my god, he may be broken in half!
Black Lab gets the 4th. Again, Black Lab was doing really good for a while, and then he's dropped down to 7th in the standings. So, again, it's another one that if we want to pick up points over the last 2 races, to try and finish as high as possible. I think a lot of people will be happy with where they finished this season. As I said before, nobody wants to finish 10th. It just feels like Halo and Schmidty and stuff, and who else is down there? Mr. Aim's a little bit further ahead, but it's like the 10th position people keep jumping up and down up from. It's like no one wants to finish 10th. Mickey's close to getting that 10th place, but he's not here today, unfortunately. Son of Rome's in his car, and but Mickey will be back for the double pointer next week. So
next week is going to be fun because there could be a lot of chopping and changing. Just
Yeah, people have got a lot of work to do. And again, it depends who goes into the final ahead. Messiah and Alderman when it comes to that like championship. It's but again, there's so many positions that we made throughout the whole of the grid, which is pretty fun. You know what I mean?
All I'm going to say is, if you are Aldebaran or Messiah, and you are leading the race next week, stay away from Potato Aim.
I should believe it's the first racing time penalty. Someone had to have it, and Schmidt's always kind of hit and miss when it comes to time penalties. As Duke will take the lead back.
He's like, no, sir, I'm taking that back. And Messiah's like, no, I want it. Give it back. I need these points. Because Aldebaran's making that slow climb up.
Where is he now?
10th.
10th. So he's nearly in points. He's in.
Yeah, he's nearly 3 seconds.
He will be getting 1 point as it stands.
The at least you tried point is what I like to call it.
I was going to do this, wasn't I? It was yellow flagged then, and didn't see where it was. So revival, stage door wage just outside the points for the sprint. When's the baby joining the comms team? Next season, yeah. If there is a next season.
Yeah, see how good the game is.
So
if it's just a copy paste job, then it'll be a.
Yeah, that's what. Well, I'm just hoping they do something. You think that with a game that like the actual F1, as we've got a yellow flag back here. It's Flip. Is he moving slow? He's lost a bit of his wing. So I have no idea what's happened to Flip. He might go in and bin this off. He will. Yeah, they'll go in and probably retire because there's no chance.
He ain't coming back from that one.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not a copy paste job, and that's what we're hoping for because the actual F1 used this game to do like streaming,
which is hilarious.
Yeah. So.
Let's be honest. There's not much realism in this. Other than cars quick. Come on, Team Kick. Let's do it for the boys.
So it's kind of spitting Flip's car back out, but it shouldn't make a difference. I don't think their cars will get there in time. But again, he did retire in the pits, so it's not a problem. Bobby is at 8th. He's still in top 10, which is good. As Aldebaran makes it up to 9th. And then you got the two.
Go Team Kick. You're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind, Team Kick.
And then you got the two Red Bull
Team
guys
Kick
together. Yeah, I'm not the
damn Ferraris.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the Qatar Grand Prix. Not that I know it very well. It's a bit like Las Vegas. It's one of the ones that I haven't seen enough to like get used to the track. But it does feel a little bit soulless in comparison to other tracks that are on the calendar.
Yeah, but to be fair, at least the map actually looks like a ghost just giving you the deuces.
It's true.
You know, the soul is just in the layout of the track. They used it all up in that design. But like, we can't have too much going on.
Yeah, you can't expect the world. Anyway, the front three have kind of pulled away here. They're 4 seconds ahead of 4th. And so it'll probably battle with Black Lab and Whois. But at the moment, the Kick Boys will be loving this. If they can get some points, Aldebaran's obviously in there getting some points from the Ferraris. But as it stands, Harry's in 16th. So the Kick Boys just needed picking up points. It would be such a shame if the Kick Boys get them the season next week and they lose out to the Ferraris when they've been leading it for so long. So I think they'll be kicking themselves.
Yeah,
but
that'd be devastating.
Again, with double points, all it takes is Aldebaran to win next week and he gets 70 points straight up. So it's one of those ones where it's like
absolutely disgusting.
You've really got to do what you can next week to get the points. So Bobnet is down to 11. I don't know what's happened to him.
Just to clarify, is Young in the chat?
I think C Young is son of Rome, yeah. I think C Young is son of Rome.
Oh, okay.
As Aldebaran
it's not a copy and paste job.
Yeah, the game.
Apparently.
Next week, F125.
Yeah, they'll tell you it's not a copy and paste job until you load it up the first time and they go, haha, I got you, suckers!
Got your money.
Thanks for the 80 quid.
As Aldebaran goes around the long way, will he make it stick? And he will, he'll get ahead.
You bought the Champions Edition? Enjoy this hat!
Enjoy this sofa.
Yeah.
As Huis gets time penalty and Finlock gets penalty at the same time, obviously different parts of the track, but they both hit time penalties.
So that's way more impactful on Huis than it is. That pulls F1 Adam and probably Aldebaran up.
Yeah, Aldebaran here could be looking at like fifth.
He could squeeze Potato in as well, to be honest.
Really?
Puts his foot down a little bit.
Whoa! Potato's car in the background. He went through one of the boards on the brake markers.
Stay on the track, Potato.
Yeah. So yeah, there are gaps opening. I don't want to jinx it, but I think the Red Bull boys will be loving this. There's no Halo this week. Revival is in that seat, but at the moment it's only 3 points. But for how miserable the Red Bull season's been this season, I think they'll take it. Saying that, Smash goes down 12. I jinxed it. Sorry.
You literally, there's no commentator's curse, it's you.
No,
you are the curse. If you start giving anybody any sort of praise, it immediately screws them.
Yeah, sorry, Smash, that was all me. Okay, well, they might get 2 points.
Nothing to do with the fact that you live through your name.
They might get a point. How are the Kit Boys in the standings? They are currently second by 11 points to the Ferraris.
But this will help a little bit.
Aldebaran's got ahead of F1 Adam. And Aldebaran's...
That lad's just got to put his foot down. Oh, that takes him completely. He's just lucky that Bobinator's 7 seconds down the road.
It's 3 seconds on the road now.
Which then drops Huis down to...
Huis could drop out of the top 10.
10th. It'd be hard with well, it would pull Smash up because Schmidt's got a time penalty.
Yep, Schmidt's got 10th there. But again, he's got the time penalty, which is going to screw him over.
As Messiah's taking the lead again.
Yeah, it's back and forth between Messiah and Duke. At the moment, Antonio's just like a bystander. Feels like he's not getting a look in.
Somehow, F1 Adam is now 2 seconds behind Aldebaran.
And he's got Potato right behind him.
What did you do, F1 Adam? Handsome F1.
Oh,
as Potato rear ends him.
Yeah, Potato goes into the back of F1 Adam. Luckily, he's still got a wing.
That could have ended so much worse than it did.
Pinball gets another time penalty.
He's making up for the weeks we've been away.
So Aldebaran is 2.5 seconds behind Black Lab, and then Black Lab is 6 seconds behind the front three. So we're right on board with Antonio. See if
well, this was 11 minutes ago. His connection is so bad.
It's probably me.
It's
probably me. I'm putting that back. So if I'm the host and I'm hosting, then yeah, it's probably me. Wow, as they both get past. Messiah down to third. Again, there's still two laps to go. And
Game's like, wait, you have Wi-Fi?
Hey, look, I've got an Ethernet cable on the back of this computer. We're good.
It's still going. Wait, you have Wi-Fi?
I dropped no frames on my stream, so we're good. That's Aldebaran.
Aldebaran gets 3 seconds.
That's huge. Come on, Adam.
F1 Adam, put your foot down.
Come on, Adam.
Put your foot down, Adam.
It's gonna be tough though to get that under 3.
That would be so disappointing if Aldebaran gets that and then F1 Adam can't pull it.
Seconds. It's so unfortunate. Bobinator here. Bobinator could squeeze into that last point. 10th place and take the last point of Schmidty. I know, and saying that he could depending if he gets his foot down, he could take ninth, but I don't think he will. I think I'll move
Come on, Adam. Come on, Adam.
Move Schmidty down to 11th, and Bobnick will take the last point. As Bobnick gets the time out.
As Bobnick gets 3 seconds.
Well,
that's the dream dead.
I cursed him.
Yep. See what I mean? You give anybody any credit, and then you ruin their life.
Schmidty will be loving life seeing that, knowing that as it stands, he'll take the last point.
As Antonio has somehow taken the lead. Might be a tasty battle to end it.
Yeah, I think Antonio was just biding his time because he wasn't really doing anything. He was just kind of staying with them, and now he's got himself to the front of the pack, and it's the last lap of the race. It's only the sprint, but it's still 10 points if you can get it.
Oh, did Messiah just go into the back slightly?
Yeah, yeah.
Was that just on my screen?
It could be a graphical thing, especially with spectator mode. But Messiah needs this more than anyone. Without a Baron currently in 5th, because at the moment Messiah's going to get 2 points more than him, whereas if Messiah was to win it, he would obviously get like what 4 or 5 points more. So Finbot's just collecting them. As we go into the last few corners, Antonio's looking good. Can he keep hold of it? Let's ride on board with Messiah. Messiah will try and go through the middle. It's not going to work.
Oh, what?
It was never going to work. Antonio is going to go through to win the sprint in Qatar. Duke second, Messiah third. What a great race from those three. Lab will come round. Doesn't even matter if Rano takes him because that 3-second time penalty. And then
F1 Adam so far down the road, he's not going to move.
He's not going to make the move, but F1 will take 6th, Potato 7, Revival 8th. Huis will take 9th, and Schmidty will take the last point for 10th. GG's.
Good game is good, Flip. Good game is good.
Flip always sends the cars back out, it's not your fault.
It's like, hey, look, I know you're retired and you're not supposed to go back on track, but let's send you out on track anyway.
I'll take 6th, I'm rubbish around here. Yeah, that's a good result. Again, it's good for the kick boys.
Oh,
the kick's got 4th and 6th, so...
Adam, stop it. Don't be bringing that negative attitude around here. You are winning this race. The kick boys are going to get 62 million points, and they're going to win the constructors.
It says that he's in the house. He's definitely in Ferrari.
Well done, game.
One job. Alright, ignore their points because we did points differently. So you get 10 points for first, 1 point for 10th. Yeah, ignore there.
I couldn't win the 4-person race last week. Could you win the 1-person race, or would you still lose that?
I was about to say the exact same thing. Could you win a 1-person race?
You'd lose to the cook chair.
So, after this, we will have another 1-shot quali. And then into the 50%. You got pole last week. Shame no one saw it. Did it happen if no one sees it? Oh, cool.
If Adam wins a race and no one's around to see it, did it really happen?
Was that a sprint during the day and then the race is during the night?
I think so.
So that's pretty cool.
Is this not the quali?
Yeah, but then quali into the race. So?
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. I don't really know Qatar that well.
So it's not quali, go out on the lash and then race hungover now.
Can you drink in Qatar? We're not a dry country.
Yeah, you just can't drink naked.
What's that the rules?
Yeah, yeah. It says you can drink, you just can't be naked drinking.
No, I'll keep it in mind.
Got to play by the rules.
It's like Saudi Arabia's a dry country, isn't it?
Pardon?
I think Saudi Arabia's a dry country, isn't it?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Just think how much like beer they could have if they just spent a bit of money on it.
They haven't got enough.
They're so rich.
Haven't got enough money. We need
Yeah.
more. Right, so where's it always put Son of Rome as the first person with like just those eyes? Just the eyes. Right, we'll try and find right, let's go so quick we can't keep up. Smash. Where's F1 Adam? Let's go to the Kick Boys. No pressure, F1 Adam. We'll go to Mr. Adam and see who can put this on pole. At the moment it says Schmidt's in second. If so, that's insane.
I thought you were going to say if so, that's a glitch.
No, I've always said Messiah.
Was Messiah's retired?
Oh. He does. Maybe he's having issues.
Oh,
He might have connection issues, but
straight to
no
Discord.
one else has said it, have they? No one else has said they've had issues, so
No.
maybe just got to pay his internet bill.
Imagine having 2 weeks to pay your internet, and then on the day of the race, you don't pay your internet, so your internet's rubbish.
So that works.
Yeah, they're just restricting him. It's down to 0.5 megabyte per second.
As Duke is now back on pole. He did it a minute ago as McHarry retires. I'm curious how many DQs we'll have. Schmidt's in fourth, Alban in third. Duke takes pole again. Antonio second.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Schmidt takes fourth. Alban takes third. And the two Kick Boys. And Flip gets disqualified again. Flip's having a bad time with track limits.
You know what they say? At first you don't succeed, exceed the track limits.
They go Bobnator in 7th, he had another good quali. Got Son of Rome in 9th, good quali. Smash in 10th as well. Smash is kicking it out of the park now. He struggled earlier on in the season, but you get to Qatar and all of a sudden...
Been hitting the F1 weight room in the weeks off.
You can see the Haas up that high as well, Schmidty. Like nosebleed territory.
Say that, but does that spell disaster for the actual race?
How many people didn't go through that? That's what I love one-shot quali though. Give me one-shot quali every week.
Ooh, last corner invalidated. That's brutal.
Oh, that is brutal. No, Harry, don't mention me. Sorry. So sorry. Don't mention Schmidty.
Don't mention the fact that Schmidty qualified in 4th.
Yeah, don't say it.
Is that what we're not mentioning it?
Just don't mention
Okay,
it.
I will not mention the fact that Schmidty qualified in 4th. I've done a good job avoiding mentioning the fact that Schmidty qualified in 4th.
He's going to win the race, don't worry.
It's going to be the battle between him and F1 Adam.
Just a gif of the person holding their head. I expect Schmidty to do very well indeed when John's joining him. Schmidty will do the best.
He can only progress forward from qualifying in 4th.
Hey Schmidty, you got the first time penalty in the sprint. Don't do it again.
Whoa.
Right. Let me turn this
That
off.
doesn't mean don't accelerate.
Right, so, literally everyone's on mediums, apart from Bobnator, Revival, and Chris. I'll turn that back on in a bit. I need a picture for, the highlight video, which I'm going to make it some
How many
point.
laps are we talking?
Get it done tonight. 29?
Ooh, nice. Well, how's this is going? I'll go to the toilet. 2 secs.
You've got toilet.
Go for it. We Garrett in toilet.
It's a Haas that's in a rush to get to the front. I don't know if that's Schmidty or if that's Son of Rome, but they're like, just get me there. The only thing about him going to the toilet though is we need his uppy downies of who's gonna go up and who's gonna go down. Mad to see both the Williams towards the back, so not on the back row because they don't have 20. You've got Messiah, who is Flip. That's going to be a hasty start at the back. I think Messiah is backed in for next week. So next week in Abu Dhabi, we've got double points, reverse championship order grid. So we have no qualifying. We just go straight into the race, and the grid is determined by the championship order. So at the moment, Alabama started 20th, Messiah at 19th, and so on and so on. So makes it a bit more spicy. Gives a chance to the people who don't normally start near the front a chance to, you know, be up there. And yeah, it should be fun. Always a good time of the season doing the old Dell Point Abu Dhabi. Just to get these points out the way. Who's going to take maximum points in Qatar going into next week? So that was Son of Rome, who was it? Who was the one that was in rushing? Right, the Kick Boys. We've got Bobinator in 7th. Yeah, really good qualifying from Bobinator today. Where's that car gone? Oh, there it is. Let's take aim. Where are you at? Oh. Okay. Right, as the lights go on, and they've got two drive-through penalties. The lights go off 29 laps of Qatar, and 2 drive-through penalties for Smart Pleasures and McHarry. One absolute, that's insane. I think that's the first time we've seen people jump start this whole season, and then we get 2. As Antonio does take the lead from the start. It kind of seems like you're better off qualifying second than first. So Messiah did it in the sprint, and Duke did. Obviously, Antonio did the race to get past Duke, or Duke just hasn't got a very good starting technique. There you go. One stop, 13-18 for the mediums. So we'll get the tyres on. We'll get the track on, and we'll kind of see where we are after this. Going into next week. Double pointer. A pretty good shot. Seeing the car go through. Quite like one of those places on the calendar where you get to see like a nice sweeping shot of that every single car.
Hello.
Right? We had 2 drive-through penalties on the start.
Incredible. Would it be McHarry and Smart Pleasure?
It would indeed. Because McHarry is in 9th, but he's going to drop like a stone when he takes his drive-through penalty.
Messiah's done well. It's 12th.
Oh my god. A bit laggy there for me.
Yeah, the whole thing froze for me.
Yeah. As Messiah is up to 11th. Really,
I reckon they're just going to kill the servers between now and the end of the game.
So that they make you buy the new game.
Kill off the last 30 people playing it.
You will enjoy it. Yeah. Incredible for Messiah. Obviously, Flip started in 19th, he's got with 12th, and Hurst was down there as well, got with 15th. So people are moving as both McHarry and Smart Pleasure serve their drive-through penalties. So,
Smart,
yeah,
get it out of the way early.
you have to. You have to serve it with 3 laps. So Antonio got the lead in the start, and it's can he do back the double? Can he do the sprint and the race? Alabama's going to be wanting to get some like big points because he needs to take a big lead going into next week. But Messiah will want a part of it as Messiah is in 10th.
One thing we need is those 2 boys in black and green.
There we go.
Even side by side.
Sorry,
we go 3 seconds.
He does get the first 3 seconds of the actual race as well.
I hate to say I told you so, but...
Right, so there we go. Messiah will fly past Smash, and it goes up to 9th. So he is making moves from 17th up to 9th by lap 3. And he's got Finbot ahead of him. Even Finbot, dizzy heights of 8 after his performance in the sprint. Yeah, Ladder and... even Black Lab's up here as well, which is good. Again, the Kick Boys...
We have a nosebleed.
The Cape Boys just need to stay focused. The Cape Boys have got to take big points here going into next week because it could, all change with double points.
No pressure, boys, but you can't fail us now.
Well, the Ferrari needs to take the points as well, but see, it doesn't help that Harry got a drive-through and is currently down in 18th. So Messiah is behind Fimbot. It won't be as easy to just overtake, but with DRS now, DRS is now enabled, so by the time he gets on the straight, but look at that gap, look at the mini-map, look at the gap from Messiah to where this pit lane is.
It's a relatively big gap, isn't it?
For 3 laps in, it is quite a sizable gap, especially in F1 terms. Again, we know Messiah's got decent pace. We should start bringing that down when we just get past Fimbop. And even Flip to go. Again, started 19th, already up to 10th, so these guys are started right at the back, looking good to make their way up the grid.
Keep on moving on up.
So, Schmidty's there, and you've got Black Lab. The Black Lab is on the back of this little group.
That lab is consistently around the 4th, between 4th and 7th, isn't he?
Yeah. It's like his place.
I will not do better, I will not do worse.
Yeah. Just want to avoid Battle Baron, especially going into the later stages of this lap. Because the backlight's already flashing, he's using a lot of DRS.
Interesting.
Yeah, especially on this, I'm curious to see what Duke does on this corner here, on the straight, to see how much he closes up to Antonio.
So he's trying to push hard for it.
He's not gonna make it. Won't make it.
He was debating it till the very last second, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's a long little straight, so he can do it. As Messiah did put in the quickest lap, and he is starting to close into Potato Lane. What, 2 seconds? And you can see him, and then the Fimbot behind. And then the Flip, Revival, who started near the back. And you've got the Carry and Smart Pleasure, so the race is kind of over before it began.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Right, so it's unfortunate Schmitty has this time penalty though, because he is here. He does want to get involved. You got the gap to F1 Adam and to Potato Aim, and then Messiah, who has brought that time down from 2 seconds down to just over 1. So he'll be hoping by the time he gets around this next corner, he'll get the detection for DRS and he'll be able to try and fly past. I think that's the line for it. This now is what, 0.7? Will he get it? He will indeed.
Yeah.
As Duke did take the lead as well. We're curious to see what Messiah can do as he really closes up to these guys. Oh, as Antonio and Alabama were side by side then, and now Black Lab wants to get involved. You just got to be careful not to let Duke go.
So as soon as you get over a second, it's
can be tough
a
to
long
pull
way
people
back
in. There you go. Messiah now is right on the back of Potato Lane. As the penalty points start flying in.
reckon we'll have any crashes today.
the thing is, this is such a wide track. I'd be surprised if people do like crash or like a safety car's called out. But it's just such a wide track to crash on. So I think
it would be
wild.
impressive.
Right, so Messiah will get DRS on this, and he's going to try and do the dub, won't he? He goes past. So, he goes past F1 Adam, and he'll make the corner. Really good double move there from Messiah, which moves them up from 15th or 16th, where we started, up to 6th. He now had his sights set on Schmitty, who's 3.8 seconds on the road.
He's just got to hope that the likes of Aldebaran get held up by the pack at the front.
Well, if these guys will start battling each other, then it opens the door for someone like Messiah to start dragging it in. You can see him in the background for some of these corners. You can see him. It's now down to 3.2 seconds, so he is slowly pulling it in. Worst case, Messiah finishes behind Aldebaran, but they're like one place away from each other. You know what I mean? Like, it's the he's got to do what he can to just try and keep it close going into next week's double pointer. Because what is the gap at the moment? Is it like 7 points or something? Yeah, the gap is 7 points, but the difference next week is huge from first to second.
Yeah.
So we just saw Huis as well get a time penalty, which is a shame to see, as Mr. Tailwind will get past F1 Adam. He does seem like he's struggling a little bit. There's another Finbot behind, but Finbot's 3 things behind with a 3 time penalty. So again, a lot of it will come down to it's speed in the pit lane, just an edge door wedge. A lot of it will come down to he's retired. That's a shame.
So early on as well.
Yeah. He could have like floor damage or something, or like rear wing damage.
Yeah.
And it just makes that unbearable. We've seen that a couple of times this season. The pitting is roughly 13 to 18, is what they said for the mediums. So we'll see what happens. Oh, the game didn't spit the car back out, it just got rid of it. Oh, can be something good.
Let's not give it too much credit. No time to mess up. Oh look, the car's teleported onto track.
Do go round, Aldebaran will go with him. Got so close. But they got it done. But they will drag this man back into it. You can see the back. The pack of 5. Yeah, I think Schmidt's doing really good to keep up like on the back of this patch. Hope he can stay there. Yeah, gaps are starting to form. So the takeaway from 7th to 6th is now 4 seconds. There's like 3 seconds, 9th to 8. So yeah, there are gaps opening up. Like Smash to his teammate Revival is what, 7 seconds. And Revival's on the back of Huis and Flip. Again,
they're starting to, well, you can just tell by the track map, can't you?
Yeah, every position
and
is
Smart
points,
Pleasure's within a world of his own.
Every position is points, so you just got to get the car over the line, take some points for your team, and hope for the best. Again, because it's still going to come down to team pride, and you're not really finishing last. Although I think it's been I would say it's cemented for the Red Bulls, but it's not. The Red Bulls still could overtake the Hasses by the end of the season. And push the Hasses to the bottom. So a lot going on. Now, the first lot of people will pit, so F1's gone in. He's going for a big undercut here. But if it's not working for him on the mediums, I think he just wants to do something different. And Flip will go in as well. hards, no surprise, and F1 Adam's out on hards as well. So we'll see what these guys can do time-wise, and if the undercut does work. It said 13 to 18, but again, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, depending on how hard people are pushing and stuff. So if we look at the back there, you can see Messiah is slowly catching up to Schmidty in 5th. With the Aldebaran's now taking the lead. So there's a long way to go. Messiah just needs to keep on trucking.
Team up.
Yeah.
Forgot to do uppy downy.
Yeah, you were going to the toilet. As Schmidty gets another 3-second time penalty, which is, well, it's a shame to see. He's going so well, but again, he can still finish 6th here, depending if how fast this pack moves, because they could just generally get away from 7th, and he can still finish 6th. So again, just got to keep pushing, just try and not get any more time penalties. As Black Lab
Actually, Messiah though, you want him to put your foot down.
Oh, 100%. And he's there, he is there, but there's a front 4 here, they're all going together, and it's nice to see Black Lab part of this, to be fair.
I was just about to say why is F1 Adam so far down, but he went in the pit.
He did indeed. As Jamie goes into the pits as well, comes out with a set of hards. And that moves McHarry up a position. But obviously McHarry hasn't pit, he's only done a drive through. Right, so there's this front 4, then there's like 2 seconds to Schmidty, and then you've got Messiah right behind as well. So he is clawing it in. Go further down, we've got Huis and Revival having a bit of battle. They both start on the hard, so they're on a completely different tyre strategy. And I'm curious to see how quick they are towards the end. But here we go, the first lot are in. Duke and Aldebaran both go in. How quick will their pit stops be? There you go. He's out pretty quick, and Duke's out pretty quick, so here they go. Oh, Duke's right behind him.
It's going to make it fun.
It will. Like crawling out together as Bobinator and Smash are in the background. But that won't make a difference. They won't get there in time. And F1 Adam isn't too far off. Actually, he is quite far away from the people at the pit.
It's not too far away. Maybe it is.
Yeah. I looked at the mini-map and went, actually, that's actually quite far away. So, Aldebaran and Duke here have got to be a bit of clean air, because Huis is a few corners away. So, I'll be curious to see what the guys at the top do. The hardest thing though is, when you're in a pack like that, when you're like a pack of 4 or 5, is when some of the pack pits, you being able to keep up that pace. So Antonio will go in, he's broke very, very late. Messiah, and look at Messiah goes in right behind Black Lab as well. So Messiah's made up some good time. It's now whether Aldebaran and co can make the undercut work. As Schmidty going pits.
Gonna be close.
Well, Huis and Revival stay out because they're on different tyre strategies. So here you go. There's Aldebaran and then Duke. And they will fly past.
Yeah, they're going past.
They will fly past. There's Antonio, Black Lab, Messiah all come out together. Messiah will get out just ahead of Bobinator. And yeah, look, they're like, what, 1.6 seconds up the road? So the undercut did work. Again, they're not miles ahead, they are catchable still, but it just means that little pack of 4 or 5 has now been split up a little bit.
Undercut usually works more often than not.
So Messiah is there. He has made it into that group. And Schmidt's down in 10th now, after that pit stop.
With his 3 seconds, as 2 just come flying in from Flip and Revival.
That's mad. Again, Flip's having a bad day today. He said in the chat he didn't like Qatar, but he's not normally. He doesn't normally get this many time penalties. As Potato gets one as well. This could really shake things up towards the end of this race. As Duke puts in the fastest time of the race, which is a bonus point. He's already got the bonus point for a pole. Could he potentially get the bonus point for the fastest lap as well? As McHarry gets no time penalties. So time penalties coming in thick and fast, which is a shame. It's a shame to see that people are push it to the limit. So Messiah's got work to do, currently behind Black Lab and Antonio. Antonio's 1.7 seconds off third around the barrel and Duke. As McHarry retires from the session, he's in the pits and he's retired. Ferrari could have done with a couple extra points, and instead he goes into the pits and bins it off. Not what you want to see when you're fighting for constructors. The drive-through, yeah, I bet. The drive-through messed him up. And Smart Pleasures goes into the pits and he'll serve his pit stop. I say serve his pit stop like his back. He hasn't taken his pit stop. He's not serving anything. It isn't another drive-through. As Revival and Huis are battling each other. Obviously, on different tyre strategies. They'll be careful because they're battling each other, going quite slow. And Duke and Alban are down the road by 5 seconds. So if they keep driving like that, they will get caught pretty quickly. I saw a red dot and I thought Aldebaran was like going slow or something. And then the game just put McHarry's car back on the track, because of course it did. But he did retire in the pits, so that's fine. Yeah, it's whether Antonio has enough here. Oh, the side did get past Black Lab then, so I apologise. Completely missed that. Is whether Antonio has enough here to get back onto the pack. He's what? Nearly 2 seconds behind. He's got to try and get.
What happened to McHarry?
He retired. In the pits.
I hate to see it.
As I said before, he's part of a constructors battle. He should have just taken the points at the end, even if it was 4 or 5. Or 2 or 3. Should have taken the points. Because it could make the difference going into next week.
It really could.
Points mean prizes. As Huis will go in for his pick quite early, to be fair. I didn't expect him to go in at 16, but the mediums can go, what, about 13 to 18 roughly, so he should take them. Could take them. He will take them to the end, and they should be fine. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, if Messiah gets literally, I've been watching people's pit stops, and I've missed Messiah overtake Black Lab and Antonio. My bad.
He's on that hunt, isn't he?
He is on the hunt. He's doing good. He's just put a purple first sector as well, so he's putting some good times. These hards.
Between this and the, might be a bit too much maths to do at this point, but
yeah, you're the maths man.
Messiah, I'm the maths man. Yeah, I'm a maths man.
That's what you're saying about points, sorry?
I love to add them and subtract them. Sorry, you got me on that. I was just going to say, will Messiah gain any points if he finishes 4th and Aldebaran wins the race? I'd assume the points difference kind of negates their point difference from the sprint. As in the point difference from 1st to 4th. Significantly more than what he could have earned in the sprint.
Yeah. But Antonio won the sprint, so...
No, I meant if Aldebaran wins this,
Yeah,
and I don't remember where. That's how I finished in
he
the
was like
sprint.
third, I think.
Okay, yeah. So
It's a tough one. He's only 7 points ahead, but the difference between finishing first and second is 7 points.
as we have another DNF.
Yeah, it's in the pits, and it's Smart Pleasure who's retired. But again, two of the guys who got drive-throughs have retired, so I'm not surprised. It's a shame to see. And again, it's points. Just take the points to the end. Do you know what I mean? You should have taken the points. I think that.
I reckon these guys DNF during the off season.
Because the Alpine aren't out of the constructors' battle either. The Alpines could win the constructors depending on what they say. The kicks crash into each other and the Ferraris don't do anything. The Alpines could win the constructors. So there's still places. You want as huge 3 points of Antonio. Sorry, not 3 points. 3 penalty points. Time penalty for Antonio is huge because that is not going to go well for him. I say that he probably would go on a 6th, but it's not ideal after his sprint win. But Revival, who's 17 laps on his hards, he is currently leading the race, so he does have to move out the way. It's not like blue flag situation. Revival is leading this race. He just has Duke, Aldebaran, and Messiah right behind him. And what can these guys do? Because the laps are coming through thick and fast. And Duke nearly hits the back of Revival. Everyone goes slow. Messiah's devastating. It's squeaky bum time for Revival, with having all these cars right behind them. They are about to. Oh, they're not. Messiah will try to get on the inside. This also brings Antonio back into it. He's got a time penalty, so it's not going to be most ideal for him. And Black Lab's there as well, so we got like a battle of 5 cars. Again, Messiah's taking Schmidt's place. Who he's going down 7th with time penalty, and he's 8 seconds behind this pack. But around this corner, we'll be going on to the start finish. You expect maybe 2 cars to get past Revival. I don't think we'll get 3. We will get 3. Messiah will go down the inside.
This Potato gets another 3.
And Messiah puts
what a move!
He puts it right in front of Aldebaran. That could have ended badly.
That could have taken his wing off.
Yeah, and Revival on the 5th. He gets 4 cars to get past Revival on that one straight. And now Black Lab's kind of stuck behind him. Black Lab's got to put the work in. He does, he gets around him. But in just like 2 corners, Revival loses like 5 positions, which is mad. Again, he still needs a pit. That's the worst thing for Revival. Yeah, this is mad. I think anyone could win it, but I think with obviously Antonio's time penalty, I think you're looking at potentially the people in the front 3, Duke, Messiah, Aldebaran, are probably the ones that are going to win it. But just who? Who's your money on?
Winning it.
If Messiah takes the lead, that's insane.
It's hard not to go with Aldebaran, isn't it? He kind of he just, when it comes to the crunch time, he shows up and shows out.
He does indeed. Smart Pleasure just said he got floor damage and that's why he retired, which is understandable. It can be unblockable and get floor damage.
Was it floor damage or was it emotional?
Emotional damage.
I can be honest there.
And there you go. So Messiah goes from 1st to 3rd. This will be quite a while now. They'll just keep dropping backwards and forwards. It looked like Messiah and Antonio came together then. Don't know if it was just a graphical thing, but look at that bounce around. You can tell they're all battling though, because obviously Schmid was he is 8 seconds behind technically, he's 6 seconds behind Revival. F1's still going strong in 8th. We've got Finbot. He's having a little battle with the 2 Williams. Flip and Huis. Is Flip moving out the way for Huis then to let him go through? He's quicker. Again, they are teammates, so not necessarily a bad thing to do. There's like team orders of letting the quicker guy go through to pick up the points. As Terrain leaves the session. Give me a second. Can you mesh it with me? That's right.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Set me invite. So yeah, the two Williams going through together. As Duke's just got a 1.5 second advantage. I don't know how. It has come back down again. There was there. Aldebaran goes down to 5th. Schmitty gets past Revival because he's pit, so Revival pit, and now Aldebaran's down to 5th behind Black Lab. So they are literally bouncing around.
Which, if it finishes like this, I'm pretty sure Messiah will jump Aldebaran into first place.
Hey, look, I think the team orders was correct for Flip to move up the way for Huis because Huis gets past Bimbop. So the two Williams started 18th and 19th, currently 8th and 10th. They're looking good, and everyone around has got time penalties, so shouldn't overly affect them like going down. It's all going to be where they finish on track around this area. And I think their next site is F1 Adam. It could be good for the Williams.
They can only hope.
So Messiah's just put in a purple second sector. Messiah is going quick. He's done a really good recovery drive here from his poor qualifying. He could. He does have a chance of winning it, which would be huge because it's a 7-point difference between first and second. So if you were going to go just on this race, not the sprint, they would then be level going into the final race.
Wow.
The only difference is the sprint.
That would make it so cool.
Yeah, the only difference is the sprint's going to change that. So I think if say Messiah won and Aldebaran came second, I think would Messiah then go into the last race a couple of points ahead because of the sprint?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah. So it's what can Aldebaran do? I mean, he's currently down in 5th. So it's currently in 1st. And again, as before, these laps coming thick and fast. We're on lap 22, 29. Before you know it, it will be lap 29, lap 29 before you know it. As Finbot gets no time penalty. Do you look at penalties?
Yeah, let's do it.
Surprises.
19 for Smash.
Oh, Smash, what are you doing?
Incredible.
And 9 for Finbot. As Son of Brian picks up his second. His second 3 second. Mad. Yeah. I don't know if Aldebaran should bide his time here before he pounces and tries making a move. Like a bit like what Antonio did in the sprint, where he waited for the last couple of laps, knowing that DRS and stuff would be available. But I do feel like Aldebaran needs to start making up some positions here because he might get caught out before the end of the race. As Huis gets past F1 Adam, and that puts F1 down to 8th.
On Adam.
Yeah, good recovery drive for Huis if you think that he started 18th.
He's got a time penalty though, so that will give the position back to Adam.
That is, well, there's still a lot of time for Huis to try and pull away.
Messiah, take it to over a second. What do you think?
Yeah, Messiah's starting
to
look good.
Pull away.
Yeah, he's starting to look good here. Look composed. Again, Antonio's time penalty is what's going to screw everything up here for him because that'll push him down to 5th.
If it finishes like this for Aldebaran, though, I think he is going to have to carb load on the pasta between now and next week.
There are a lot of work to do next week in Abu Dhabi.
Make it interesting though with Aldebaran chasing, because last year obviously he had the lead. Looked like he was about to blow it when he Was it he crashed out?
Him and Kev both crashed out.
He rear-ended somebody, didn't he? I remember. And then yeah, obviously, EP got took out.
Yeah, lap 24. Alderman's got to start making moves because yeah, he's going to finish 4th as it stands, but it's still not ideal.
Undercut just hasn't panned out the way that Aldebaran hoped.
No, they got clawed back in pretty quickly. This pack of 5 are doing good though. You know what I mean? Like Schmidt's 11 seconds behind. So, but again, I think Schmidt would take 6th if he can. The problem is he's got a lot of time penalties, so it gives Huis a chance to even claw in even Schmidt. And Finbop's got past F1 Adam, who F1 goes down to 9th. And as I was saying earlier, the Kick Boys need points. The only upside they've got at the moment is that McHarry DNF'd. So if Black Lab were to finish, say, 3rd, because he'd take the position over Antonio, he would take 25 points, and then F1 Adam 9th would take 12. So they'd still take a big chunk. But, all it takes out of
they'd be pretty much level on points, if not like 1-2 points ahead.
Exactly. It makes it big going into next week.
That's going to be so spicy going into next week.
Next week we'll have a battle for the constructors and a battle for the driver standings, which is great. Like, we didn't want someone just running away with it. We wanted it to. But next
the best part is we're going to have to do maths on the fly.
Yeah, can you bring your calculator? Can you bring a calculator next week? Because that's your job. You're the math man.
Yeah, if calculator you mean my phone.
Yeah, sure. Bring a calculator, you're the math man. He's a math man.
Listen, I can't tell you how many points you have, but I can tell you that you have a 33.3% chance of winning at sacrifice.
Can't teach that. Don't know if you saw
You
that.
have a 25% chance at best.
Aldebaran went a bit wide there. He lost a little bit of time.
It's kind of all wheels are coming off a little bit, aren't they?
He is struggling.
He's going to be getting the elbows out and pushing the track. So
yeah, at the moment Duke's struggling.
He's on to make a mistake, isn't he? Especially when he has to claw it back.
He gets very like needy in the sense of like he will like push and push to like. He'll go for gaps that aren't necessarily there sometimes. He is known for that. But Duke's even struggling to keep up with Messiah. Look at this. Like, he's got DRS, surely. But by the time he gets up to speed, but you can see that obviously Messiah is harvesting that ERS and he's using all of it on that straight stay ahead.
All I'm going to say is if Messiah wins this race and he's leading the standings heading into the final week, ladies of Middlesbrough, stay indoors. Not safe. He will talk about leading the championship.
Aldebaran got past Black Lab on that back straight as well while we were watching Duke trying to catch up to the Messiah. Aldebaran did get past, and Aldebaran's got to start making moves. It's lap 26 of 29. He's guaranteed to get 3rd as it stands, but that's still not incredible. His 3rd would be 25 points, and a win would be 35 points. That's a 10-point difference.
So it's a 10-point swing, plus the swing difference in the sprint as well, because Messiah finished ahead of him.
Yep.
And there's not been any major incidences, so I can't see too many tickets being raised, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything that's happened.
Big pile up on the last lap.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything that's happened, obviously, lower down on the track. Up top, it's been a pretty decent race. Everyone's been pretty close. There's a little bit of a train going on. Pinball, F1 at the moment should move up to 9th at least. Huis's mediums are definitely helping him. He's obviously got a bit more pace there than everyone else. But again, he's in a bit no man's land here. He's 13 seconds behind Schmidt, so. No, 8 seconds behind Schmidt, sorry, not 8 seconds. Schmidt's 13 seconds behind the front back. The Rival's doing pretty good. Flip's still 11th, even though he's still struggle. And Potato Aim and Bognator get out and get that past.
I mean, the real race is at the front, and if Duke can spoil the party for Messiah.
I think the problem is Duke's trying to hold off Antonio so much that he's not doing enough to try and take Messiah.
The thing is, Antonio's got a penalty, so Duke Doesn't have to defend too hard.
No. But again, all it takes is not defending properly, and Aldebaran takes advantage.
True.
So
He isn't far behind.
You've got to be careful. Okay, we're 27 laps in, and we've got this 5 packs, all pretty close to each other. What can they do? But Antonio will go for it. Not enough. It's all to have enough.
He tried, god damn it.
And Messiah is looking really good at the front. Again, would he start 15th? 16th?
Yeah, driver of the day for sure.
Oh, easily.
Not that that means anything.
He's been sweating it out, practicing for the big day.
I think him underperforming last time round has really been eating him alive.
He'll be sweating out next week as well in Abu Dhabi to try and win the driver standings. Which
the best part is with it being double points as well. One position could be the difference in the championship.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not like, you know, usually it's a couple of points here and there. One place, yeah, and it could be yours.
You can go from, like, you know, 5th to 7th before you know it. So Duke, as it stands, is looking to be right behind Twigs going into next week.
Yeah, which I'd assume Twigs will be
and
back for next
Antonio's
week.
there as well. So yeah, so Duke's goal is to try and take 3rd overall, and obviously Antonio's goal is to keep his 3rd. So at least there's another battle there as well. We'll be watching next week. As we hit the last...
Duke's not been a full-time driver.
Going for it. Duke going for it, and Duke will get the move.
Oh,
will Messiah keep it? Messiah's got the inside.
What a little tango.
Messiah will keep the position. What great defending. Duke went for it. He knew his time was now.
Thing is, that's pulled Aldebaran right back in it.
Definitely
right
has.
in the end.
So Black Lab's kind of fallen apart a bit here. Which is a shame to see. He's done really good though. He should still get 4th out of this. Which is really good for Black Lab.
And this is literally drops Antonio straight off the podium.
Yeah, we'll put him in 5th.
Yeah, I was going to say Black Lab will take his 4th.
Yep.
It looks like Messiah's starting to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, I don't see Messiah losing this. He's looked good since he got into the front of the pack.
Well, he's only got a couple more turns to go.
He is looking good to get the win. Yeah,
And to lead the driver standings heading into the final race.
It's going to be a wild one. Anyway, as we go over, Messiah will take the win in Qatar. What a win. Duke 2nd, Aldebaran takes 3rd, Antonio takes 4th, but then it's taken by Black Lab, so Antonio's 5th. Absolutely incredible. This is where things might move on.
And then the gap starts to open up.
Yeah, because of penalties. But that's the thing with DRS trains and stuff. If you just get out of it, you can just get stuck. As Jamie goes through, yeah, you can get stuck on your own, and it's tough to then catch back up. As Huis will take 7th, Finbot will take 8th, but F. Adam jumps all the way up to 8th. Finbot is down to 10th.
Yeah, 11th.
Revival takes 9th, Nathan 11th, Flip takes 10th.
Which I think Flip would take that. That is a very good performance considering he hates the track.
Terry will take 12th. Yeah, GG's on the 6th. Schmidt, that was good.
As you know, though, you qualified 4th.
Abnam says, great job, teammate. We got a 4th and a 7th, which with McHarry
should give
bidding
them
it
the
off.
lead.
Yeah, with McHarry bidding it off. Son of Rome goes through 14th, and Smash with his like 20-second worth of penalties will go through 15th. But hey, it's points on the board. It's what matters most. Not the most eventful race in the sense of like, you know, safety cars and crashes, but a really good race on top of like people being close, and realistically anyone could have won that.
Yeah, that was really nice at the end.
So yeah, I think anyone could have taken that towards the end, but really good driving from Messiah. He started what, 15th, 16th, and finished 1st. Like, Really, really good racing.
And it makes it really interesting going into next week on both sides of things.
Yeah, so if you want to see the standings and results and stuff, official results, join the Discord. If not, next week I'll show you all before we get into our reverse grid 50% double pointer. And there we go. There's Messiah, Duke, and Aldebaran. And obviously the points for the sprint is also going to be added on top afterwards as well. So yeah, ignore the points at the end if we even get to see it. Sometimes it glitches out.
Lewis Lamilton. F me, my arms hurt.
He got a good 7th though. He had a good recovery drive. It's going to mess up. I'm not going to see it, are we? It doesn't matter. Their point system's different to what we do anyway. Ready? Oh, it did actually stay. Normally it just disappeared. Anyway, we want the race result. There we go. Yeah, go Messiah, 17th to 1st. Absolutely insane. Cool. Anyway, there is this week's race, the penultimate race of the season. We'll be back next week for the last race of the season. Starting in October. It's going to be the end of April when we finish it. Absolutely insane. So again, appreciate every single person who races on the weekly. It really means a lot. I know it's a long season, but we try and offer something different. And yeah, one more week to go, one more week to put up with, and then you can have a good summer off. So yeah, thanks everyone who's been here. And yeah, take it easy. Much love.
Love. See you next week.
Goodbye.